I'm talking about Manhattan by Roja. This just came out in the last year. The notes in this are heliotrope, coconut, patchouli, tobacco, cedarwood, benzoin, vanilla, pine, and maybe, I'm sure, some other stuff. Roja always puts so much stuff in theirs, but those are kind of the central notes. This is definitely a more unique kind of creamy heliotrope and coconut with fresh coniferous pine type of take on a vanilla and tobacco and wood scent. Really well blended, and the type of scent where I feel like as soon as I smell, it's just like, oh, that smells good. Like, before I'm even thinking, like, I think I'm getting notes of this and maybe a splash of neroli or like whatever, something like that. My immediate reaction if I smell this on someone would, just be like, oh, you smell good. What are you wearing? Some Raja scents have a lot of kind of aspects in common, but this to me smells actually pretty different than their usual fare that I've tried, at least. This is a really good cold weather scent. Very like November, December, almost holiday-ish vibes to me for some reason. I think it's a good combination of like kind of attention grabbing, not like, holy shit, that's the craziest thing I've ever smelled, or like, this is so dead sexy or something like that, but just like, yeah, oh wow, someone smells good, like that type of thing. And I also think it's very mass appealing and versatile for different types of occasions, so works really well on that front. It doesn't have very high ratings on Fragrantica, and in my opinion, if this was by any other fragrance house, I think it totally would. People have like really aggressive vitriol against Raja on Fragrantica and a lot of other places in the fragrance community, to the point where it's kind of bizarre to me. Like, get a life, especially because a lot of these people, if you look at their shelf, they own plenty. One of those people who was writing this big shit talking thing about it, literally owns hundreds of bottles, many of which are by Boadicea of the Victorias, Clive Christian, Stefano Umberto Lucas, like people who theirs are often $600 plus. So it's like, okay, so Raj is overpriced, but those ones are fair? That just seems weird. And to be clear, I'm not some diehard Raja fan. Like, I could not care less about the brand itself. I don't think everything they do is perfect. Only one of their scents is full bottle worthy to me, Elysium. But I do feel that they pretty consistently smell high quality, so I'll give them that. And I don't think that they're particularly more overpriced than all these other expensive-ass, niche ones. They're kind of, it's just that everything's overpriced, really. Moderate longevity and projection. This is unisex. Leaning masculine, I guess, but yeah, I think pretty unisex. And yeah, I like it. It's not like something that I'm going to go out and buy a bottle of, because that's not true for 99% of anything I try, but I think it's a really solid, good option that's like kind of a more unique vanilla tobacco type scent. Yeah, I really like the way they have that coniferous freshness with the pine, like creaminess. The coconut to me isn't too dominant, especially after like the first 30 seconds or whatever. So I think it's okay if you don't love coconut, because I normally avoid coconut notes, and this doesn't bother me. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good, and I will link in the description where you can get a bottle or a sample. And yeah, if I didn't mention, $380 for 100 ml. I do think that's overpriced, just because it's like, it's not the most unheard of thing ever, but I don't think it's overpriced to the extent that a lot of people act like compared to other niche stuff. So kind of it's all relative, but yeah, if you've tried it, let me know what you think.